Hello, YouTube side, please. Okay. I'm actually wondering, I don't know, like I still know what the solution is for the problem with my like phone. Because YouTube, no matter where I try to run it on my phone, my YouTube just doesn't want to load at all. Oops, wrong button. Well, it's not like doesn't want to load. It just takes so long. Like I have to wait like Ooh, interesting. Interesting. So yes, we're coming back. What's up, Shawty? Hey, Amen, how's it going? We are back here in Dead Cells again. Just coming back from yesterday. I actually, wow, okay. I actually had things that I wanted to bring up during the stream, mostly because I just saw it like today, and because I saw it just today, I have to like kind of, it's such a interesting concept in my mind that like I want to talk about it, but I need to know your input in terms of like, well, number one, how are you doing today, Amen? How are you? How's it going for you? How are you doing? Yeah, you're... Like, we already established, your father refuses to take you to the hospital. He has Domino's to play instead. Okay. I need to restart this. Okay, perfect. I need to restart chat just a second. Well, that's unfortunate about your leg. Hold up. Okay, and then properties. Sometimes I need to like restart it, and I have no idea what causes this, but like very weird. Okay, now it works perfectly. He has Domino's today as well. Domino's twice in 2 days, and he's like, no, I will not take my son to I'll not take my son to play to like knee surgery. I'll definitely do 2 days a week. That's fantastic. It's this is something else for sure, I'm not gonna lie. But one thing I was gonna, okay, well, number one, that sucks tremendously. I'm sorry to hear that. I guess you gotta wait another couple of days until your dad can take you to the fucking, to get you the medical attention you clearly need. I'm doing fine. I mean, I exercised today, right? Yesterday I did like 300 squats, and it wasn't more than normal because like last time I managed to push it to like 500, but it just because this time I was pushing it to like I was doing like more per set. I like the first set I did like 100 squats. Because first set I did 100 squats. My legs were kind of sore, so I just were doing push-ups instead. And I managed to push push-ups to 120. total, but like the amount of repetitions I managed to do is a little bit sad. I'm trying to like push it to higher number. Like it's been couple of months since it's been couple of months since I did like arm workouts. So I essentially had reset my reset the amount I can do at one time, which means that now I have to like start again from like 100 push-ups and then 100 more push-ups, and then eventually I'll manage to like get it all the way to back to my before I abandoned arm workouts condition. But that's beside the point. I have one thing that I want to talk about, and this one I need like I need to know if this is gonna interest you in terms of a discussion. Are you familiar with a cartoon called Hazbin Hotel / Hallelujah Boss? It's on like I think Amazon bullshit, whatever they have as a service right now as we speak. Are you familiar with it? Okay, you didn't watch it. You're not interested in the premise, or you didn't watch it because like it just like you didn't have time or something, you know? Because I watched the first season. You didn't have time. Okay, I watched the first season of Hazbin Hotel, which was like very underwhelmed. Sorry, not Hazbin Hotel. Hazbin Hotel, I watched almost all of it, except I don't know if there was like another season between when I like stopped watching and now. But like I watched almost all Hazbin Hotel, and I watched okay, interesting. Fair enough, actually. Makes sense. What else can you do during summer, I guess? But so I watched entirety of Hazbin Hotel, and I watched no, I watched first season of Hazbin Hotel, sorry, and I watched almost entirety of Hallelujah Boss, as far as I understand, like unless there was like another season between that I don't know about. But I'm gonna try to avoid spoilers, right? I'm gonna try to avoid spoilers if you're interested in Hazbin Hotel, because I'm gonna be like respectful to your ignorance. But like personal review of the first season of Hazbin Hotel, it's kind of bad. Like first at least 3 episodes were very. First 3 out of 8 episodes were like almost awesome. Like I felt like, wow, I think I'm like wasting my time watching this. Like at the very least, it gotten better with time, but you know that's a very underwhelming thing to say. Like wow, like needed 3 episodes to get good, like unbelievable, you know. But anyway, back to the point that I was. Well, I'm not trying to hype you up. I'm trying to tell you like my honest opinion, and like the first 3 episodes were a bit like underwhelming, especially because like I don't know, just because I felt like they had like plenty of time to essentially develop the show, you know. For how many years it took to make it, that like when it was when first 3 episodes were like very lackluster, first 3 episodes almost felt like they were trying to find their footing while making the show, and it's like, dog, you had like years to make the show. What do you mean you need 3 more episodes to find your rhythm, you know? But overall, also like only half the songs are good. throughout the entire show, like there is 2 songs per episode. Yeah, Husband Hotel is the one with Alistair, yes. Also the songs, as I was talking about it, like only half the songs were good. Because they have like 2 songs per episode. So you just have, in my personal opinion, too many songs. So you can't have like every song be a banger if you have 2 songs per episode, you know? There is one near finale of season 1. There is a song that just was so dog shit. I was when I was watching it, it was like last year, I think. It was either last year or like a year before that. I was watching it in front of my friend, and my friend was like, "What the fuck is that song?" And I'm like, "It's ass." I don't know how else to say it. The song was just like dog shit, and she's like, "Yeah, the song is dog shit." Like, I'm like this song it's just not good. Like there's the one like just near finale that's just like the most dog shit song I can hear. I heard in my life, I think. Like the thing is, I'm saying half the songs are bad, which means half the songs are good, which means that like there's half of the songs that you can listen to and gonna be like, oh, this is bopping, and then there's another half that you can listen to and go, what the fuck am I listening to? I don't know. I think that's season 2 because season 1, Alastor has 2 songs technically. Like one of them isn't like even a full song. Like it's a not his solo number. It's like a shared number between everybody in the cast. No, sorry. He has 3 songs because he has another song where it's him and Lucifer singing together as well. But actually, that one is a bop. The one where it's him and Lucifer singing together, it's actually pretty good. Interesting. Goddamn. But like the reason I think it's good is because when I listen to it, I think, oh, this is like fucked up rendition of Friend Like Me from Aladdin. You know, it sounds a lot like if you took like Friend Like Me from Aladdin and was like, what if I make it a little bit fucky? Well, here's the thing, like, because when you say everybody has their taste in music, like, the opinion that those songs are bad isn't even from me. I talked to other people and they were like, yeah, those songs are bad. And it's just my opinion that the reason those songs are bad is because you have like 2 songs per episode. So you kind of like, you can stretch yourself thin, you know? It's like you cannot like put out 2 songs like it's a conveyor belt, you know? But anyway, one thing that I was thinking about. So the reason I'm bringing up Husband Hotel is because I mean, the ones that I think are good is the ones that are replayable. The ones that I think are bad is the ones that I don't want to replay no matter what. Hold up. YouTube. No, hold up. Husband Hotel Season 1 songs. I'll just okay, hold up. I'm checking the soundtrack so I can tell you. So Happy Day in Hell, Is that the one that like from the very beginning? That one I can't really put it because I don't even think about it. Hell is Forever, definite bop. State Gone, pretty good. I wouldn't replay it often, but it's like I would put it at like 6 out of 10 on replayability. It starts with the story. Which one is that? Well, I don't even remember. It starts with a story. Oh, it starts with Sorry. Yeah. I don't want to replay it at all. Respectless. 0 out of 10. The songs that I disliked the most. As I was like listening to it in front of my friend. She was like, "You don't like the song?" I'm like, "I don't like the song." she immediately knew I would not like the song. Respectless, fucking hate it. Whatever It Takes, trash. I didn't like it. Was pretty bad. Poison wasn't bad. Upside Down? What do you mean? Hold up. Poison, not bad. Loser Baby, not bad, but I absolutely hate Angel Dust. No, Angel Dust, I hated the beginning because there was like this like almost like a voice break. I hated the other guy who was singing with Angel Dust because Loser Baby, it's is the name Keith David? Is that the name? Yeah, I think Keith David, he might not know how to sing or something because like I think they edited the fuck out of his voice. I'm looking for season 1. Upside Down is definitely season 2 song. So Loser Baby, I hated the sound of Keith David's voice because I think he may not know how to sing and they had to sing and they had to like edit his voice post-tune, but it just makes him sound so robotic. He's like always keeping very weird tone. Hell's Greatest Dad, is that the one? Yeah, Hell's Greatest Dad, definitely bop. I loved it. More Than Anything, it was alright. It wasn't peak. I would definitely put it like at 4 out of 10. Welcome to Heaven, 4 out of 10. Wouldn't replay it. You Didn't Know, and 4 out of 10. It's not that good. Out for Love was trash. Out for Love, I would definitely put it like the bottom tier. The absolute trash of the song. Ready for This, it was alright. More Than Anything, it was and Finale. So yeah, so out of them, Hell's Forever, definite bop. State Gone is good. Poison, Loser Baby, and Hell's Greatest Dad. Those are 4 songs out of 16 songs in the season 1 that I actually kind of liked. 4 songs out of 16. That's my personal opinion. Anyway. So do we go to Clock Tower or Forgotten Spelunker? Clock Tower it is, I guess. Yeah, I didn't watch like season 2 at all. Which I kind of wanna. I just wanna see if like it improves, kind of, I guess. Well, those are all season 1, so. Trap damage is capped at 10% of your max HP. When hit by a trap, your movement speed increased by 20%. Interesting. But yeah, Hell's Forever is like definite bop. I even now I'm thinking about it, like Hell's Forever. No, whether you like it or not, no. It's a good song, but Hell's Forever, it's just good song. Anyway, back to the point that I was making. So I will not spoil the plot, but let's establish rules for Hazbin Hotel, okay? Because these rules have something to make do with takes that I like. I saw it as like, oh, this is a hot take, and I was like, this is a really good take actually. This take is actually so good, it's unbelievable. I saw it on Hazbin Hotel Reddit, which is like obviously the best place to get all of your opinions. But back to what I was saying, that so we're not gonna spoil anything, but we're gonna establish rules. I don't think so. I'm like, if I have to think about the characters from, only if you're into like twinks, I guess. If you're into gay twinks, I think absolutely, but like I'm a straight guy, so I'm not really captured by by a bunch of like furry twinks. Okay, that's not really my pick. My pick of entertainment. But anyway, what I was gonna say is that so what I was gonna say is that the hot take was, okay, first we gotta establish the rules of Hazbin Hotel universe. To like explain why the hot take actually kind of is a really good take. No, wait. I don't think it's a good replacement. I mean, I'll put it in my inventory. So the rules of Hazbin Hotel are simple. There's a creator god, right? There's a guy who made everything, okay? And he established rules that like certain people are meant to go into hell because they committed some sort of sin, some sort of grievance, okay? And through season 1, we find out that actually you can get out of hell if you redeem yourself, if you become a good person, essentially. But the rules for that are, it's not a spoiler because that's kind of like the goal of the series. That's the goal of the series, is to redeem the sinners, right? So there is a god who is clearly just enough to not only make like place to punish people who are bad. Honestly, like I have no idea. Like, well, I mean, in terms of like Hazbin Hotel rules, I have no idea because, but clearly you can there's a person who's bad and they go to hell and then they can redeem themselves to go to heaven. So if those are the rules that made by God, so it's and by God we mean the creator of Hazbin Hotel, Vivzipop, is that her name? Yeah. Vivzipop decides if you're good or not, depending on what she feels like at the moment. But that setting, number one, implies that the god is actually good enough to allow people to like yeah, he made a punishment, but it's a punishment not like permanent punishment. It's just it's a temporary punishment that clearly you can like get out of if you're just good enough for long enough. If you're good in hell, right? Which makes the story ultimately about redemption of sinners, which is not like we have not seen stories like that forever now. Like there is, if you want stories about like, oh, can a bad person be redeemed? There is a brilliant TV series called The Good Place. It's very good. and it talks about like morality, what makes somebody a bad person, what makes somebody a good person, and what is actually a judging criteria to make somebody a good person, a bad person. It's a very good, smart show, right? Which is Hazbin Hotel is not. It's not as smart. The difference between Hazbin Hotel and The Good Place is the fact that Hazbin Hotel has like a lot of songs and it's animated, and that's the pluses of Hazbin Hotel over The Good Place as a show. But back to the point. There's The Good Place where it's like, what makes somebody a good person? Can a bad person be redeemed? You know. There is a TV show called Lucifer, where in the finale, spoiler I guess, it like the whole point of the show is the fact that Lucifer, the protagonist of the show, starts redeeming sinners in yeah. Like in the ending of Lucifer, he starts to redeem people in hell to like make hell empty, essentially. That's kind of like the point of the show. Like, can you redeem a bad person? Yeah, it's like the Lucifer's point of view on it is like, to redeem a bad person, they just need to like look inwards, and like everything bad that person like. Honestly, the Lucifer TV show was relatively funny. It was relatively funny, yeah. But back to what I was like. By the end of the show, Lucifer, it's kind of the point is that like hell is not built on like punishing you with like fire and torture. The point of hell is just to make you realize that you're realize what you did wrong, and try to make you redeem yourself by making you focus on how to become a better person, like give you a retrospective. And like the finale of the show makes it that Lucifer himself like makes a lot of people in hell redeem themselves. Like, yeah, kind of. So in that point of view, Hazbin Hotel is not a new TV show. There's so many other TV shows just like Hazbin Hotel that were made on like premise, can a good person be redeemed? And usually the answer is yes, because we really like to redeem characters. We really like to redeem people, even if they're like bad. Like Steven Universe. By the end of the show, it was like you can redeem any enemy and just like essentially like there's no such thing as a mortal enemy forever, you know. And that's also the point of Hazbin Hotel. Like so that's the point, right? It's not a new show. The point of a show is like, can you redeem a sinner? The answer is yes, you can redeem a sinner. Okay. So number one, that makes it kind of boring. Like because in retrospective, right? If you have in retrospective, if you have a TV show that boring, there could be like something to change up the setting. So, for example, this came from like back when the Hazbin Hotel was still like on the pilot, and when it was still like a pilot episode. During that time, people theorized that the reason Vaggie was in hell is because she was lesbian. So like the god wasn't like all good. He just decided that lesbians go to hell, and that would mean essentially that there is no escape from hell for the sinners, because the reason you're in hell could be as arbitrary as you're a lesbian, so you go to hell. That turned out not to be the case. Vagi is not in hell because she's a lesbian. Okay. You better ease up on them jokes, young man. Okay. But that makes it interesting because there is no escape from hell, and in that sense, it would make it interesting because then it would shift dynamic of Hazbin Hotel it would shift dynamic of Hazbin Hotel from trying to make these sinners reach heaven to maybe like redeeming sinners is the goal, because like if you redeem the sinners, they gonna like make heaven out of hell, you know, like the hell gonna become heaven because like the sinners just gonna be nice to each other. But that's not the plot. You can actually redeem a sinner. So the point of the show is, can you redeem somebody? Yeah. Wait, hold up. King Minos in Last Layer? Hold up. Is that a reference to something that I don't know? Because it feels like a reference to something that I don't know. Like I might not be catching up to a reference right now. But anyway, so yeah, the point of the show is, in the end of the day, yes, you can redeem the sinners, they can become good. Yeah, I know Dante's Infernos. Wait, was King Minos in Last Layer? Really? I don't remember that. Because I remember Last Layer, the point of Last Layer in Dante's Inferno was essentially you had like a lot of hot people. So you had like Queen Cleopatra and stuff. And they would just be like, they're kind of chilling. If I remember correctly. I don't remember King Minos being there. Okay, so it wasn't like... So you're not describing actual Dante's Inferno, you're just describing like a fan fiction based on Dante's Inferno. That's... Okay. That explains it. But back to what I was saying. So yeah, no, the premise of the show is that like eventually all the sinners gonna be redeemed, right? They're all gonna be nice people, and they're all gonna go to heaven, because the God in this universe actually does accept the idea of redemption. Well, here's the thing. Again, now we don't know, because we have like established bases that like I don't know if they answer it in like a second season, but because now we have like the answer of like, oh, can a person redeem themselves? Yes, they can. We don't know what actual criteria they use for like, this guy is a sinner, this guy is a saint, because one of the characters established in Hazbin Hotel is Adam, the first man. And this is a little bit of critique, but the first man Adam comes with a lot of baggage of being the first man. Like, he seems to be also the first toxic man as well. Like he's very much like depicted to be the most like chauvinist asshole you can imagine, and that's kind of just like, did you have to do it? Well, no. Technically, the first sinner is Lucifer. Not only in. Okay, first human sinner kind of, but like the original sin was again eating the apple from the tree. So it's kind of like it's a sin of knowledge itself. It wasn't the sin of like murder, for example, like with Cain and Abel. Like the sin of first murder is more concrete sin, you know. And also Adam doesn't go to hell. Like Adam, even as you say, like he's the first human sinner. No, he doesn't go to hell. He's in heaven. He's on the heaven side. But like, because he's on the heaven side, but also being an asshole, it's kind of like makes you ask the question, like, what clarifies somebody to be in heaven, you know? He doesn't redeem himself in the show, because if he redeemed himself, then like he would be then like there wouldn't be a question for at least majority of the first season whether or not redemption of a sinner is actually possible. Then you will just know, like, oh yeah, you can, like, Adam redeemed himself, you know? People would know it. It wouldn't be a question. Versus in the show, it's presented as a question: can a person be redeemed? And if the person can. Well, IRL, I don't think in the Bible they state that Adam like redeems himself in heaven. It like being on earth itself is a punishment from God to Adam and Eve for their sin of disobeying God's orders. Like being on earth itself is a punishment. Like I don't think hell is kind of like a hell is the reason. And like and that's only if we're talking about Jewish like Jewish side of it, Hebrew side. If we're talking about Bible side, then like it's again about the fact that with Christ the Redeemer arriving to heaven, he brings with himself all the people tainted by original sin. So it's kind of again makes you go like, you know, Adam is not a sinner. Like he's a sinner in terms of like the original sin, but that's like, but by that logic, everybody's a sinner, you know. But by that logic, nobody gets into heaven before Jesus arrives in the picture. Yeah, he apologized to God. Obviously, he apologized. Adam apologized to God, but that's not like that's not a redemption, really. That's fuck, my nose itches really bad right now. I have like I've been scratching it non-stop. It's really not good. But that's because the punishment of being on Earth, it's like he has to what is it he has to do? Like he has to toil the land. He has to hunt for his meals. He knows the pain and suffering that he didn't know on in heaven, you know, all that shit. Like being on the planet Earth is the punishment itself to Adam and Eve, and they obviously apologize to God. Depending if you go by if you go by, so this is more of like a fan fiction kind of thing. There is a story which influenced a lot of media, including, I'm pretty sure it's influenced Hadman Hotel. It's called Paradise Lost, and in Paradise Lost, Adam and Eve not simply apologize to God, but like angel comes down and just says like this punishment is only temporary. When Jesus arrives and redeems you of the first sin, you're gonna be welcome to heaven once again. So it's not really, you know, so they're not really, they're not permanently punished, and they don't have to redeem themselves the same ways that like sinners in Hazbin Hotel would have to do. Am I immune to poison? No, what the fuck? I've been dunking myself in poison this entire time. Why the fuck is it not working? I mean, I've been doing it by accident, but like still. Anyway, back to the point. So Hazbin Hotel, right? Like Hazbin Hotel. It's very slow because I've been like getting in and out of the poisoned areas like to the comical degree. So Hazbin Hotel. So God created in Hazbin Hotel, God created hell, right? He put all the sinners there and said, eventually you'll get out, but like you need to first like you need to work on yourself first, you know. It kind of being like a real meme. And in that regard, that number one makes it. Wait, what? What the fuck is this? Huh? I never seen this before. The start? Oh! I went all the way to the start? Okay. Oh, I didn't realize. Okay. So in that regard, you have a merciful God. Well, merciful in like a very weird way. Because like he's merciful in the sense that he does give you a chance to redeem yourself and get into heaven. Right? But so okay. The take about it is that there in Hallelujah Boss, you're presented with personifications of sins. You have the sin of lust. You have the sin of what's it called? You have the sin of gluttony. You have the sin of greed. All of that shit, right? And while the sin of greed is very much like what you have mentioned the sin of greed to be, the sin of lust and gluttony are not really sin-like, because gluttony in Hazbin Hotel, in Hallelujah Boss, talks about how she enjoys partying and indulging yourself, right? But she doesn't enjoy people overindulging to a destructive degree. She likes it when people party, but don't do it to like hide out their grief. Okay. In the same way, sin of lust is personification of lust itself is all about consent, and like he mentions how he's like he finds it like lust is more beautiful if like both parties consent. If one party doesn't consent, it takes it out of it, which doesn't feel I don't remember sloths being there. I don't like I might be misremembering, but I don't remember them being in the show. But so what I'm trying to say, in this regard, is that well, what I read is that like, oh, it's not really sin-like to be like, I like indulging into myself, but not overly indulgent. I like enjoying things. Like when you imagine a sin, specifically a sin, you imagine the extreme case of it. Lust beyond measure, you know, like lust without caring for somebody else's consent. Sin of gluttony without caring for... Yeah, like raping people, exactly. And in like the poster said that essentially the better representation of sin of lust would be in Hazbin Hotel there is a pimp slash porn producer, Valentino, who doesn't care for people's consent, and he does represent lust in that regard. You know, he doesn't care for consent. The only thing he cares about is lust itself. You know, he cares about lust and nothing else. And I think it is a good take, because in that regard, if we established in Hallelujah Boss that the gods, well, in Hazbin Hotel, we established that the god isn't actually like a terrible evil god, right? It would be interesting if it was like an evil god and he was like he doesn't care. He doesn't care that like your lust was like consensual. He only cares that like lust exists in your eyes, you know, like he only cares that you're overindulging yourself. He doesn't care about the fact that it's just consensual overindulgence. It would be an interesting take that like the sins aren't actually evils. They're just like a natural, you know, self-indulgences that an evil god wouldn't like. But that's not the take. The god is clearly in Hazbin Hotel. God is clearly good enough to allow like redemption and other things. So clearly that god would care about like consent and all of the other shit. So since it would make sense for sins to be actually the opposite of like God, you know, like lust without consent, gluttony without stopping, you know, overindulging yourself no matter what. Like it would make sense if you're presenting God as good to present like the antithesis as sins. I'm going straight into Abyss, I guess. I'm going with this into the idea that because that I think it's the thing that like I keep stumbling every now and then whenever I discuss Hazbin Hotel, is the fact that Hazbin Hotel is overall a boring property. It's boring in a way that like it doesn't push a boundary. And I mean like actual boundary, not like not a boundary in like, yeah, like that's my point is the fact that I often get into like talking about Hazbin Hotel and just end up at the idea that like it's just too safe. It's too safe and too boring. Like again, make the god an evil creator who doesn't care if your lust is consensual. He only cares that lust is there. He only cares about the sin of lust itself, not the fact of consent versus non-consent, you know? Have an evil god who doesn't allow you to be redeemed in the first place, you know? A god that for whom redemption of the sinner is not a possibility. That would make Hazbin Hotel more interesting, in my opinion. If you made it a little bit more like Hazbin Hotel, in certain sense, seems to be inspired by Satanic Bible, which, if you don't know Satanic Bible, it's like a guy, like a guy rewrote the Bible, but like from the point of view, like what if Lucifer was actually the good guy all along, right? And in that perception, in perception of Lucifer, Satanic Bible, sorry, in perception of Satanic Bible, well, who is evil then? God himself. God is evil, right? And while it's inspired by Satanic Bible in the sense that like Lucifer is a good guy, what if like Lucifer was actually a nice misunderstood manlet, okay? It's not inspired by Satanic Bible in the sense that like it doesn't present God as like an evil being in it, you know? Because like if it all it had to do is take like an extra step, you know, like what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that like all Hazbin Hotel had to do was take an extra step, and it would make it way more interesting. Like, it's also about like the fact that conceptually, I often talk about the fact that Hallelujah Boss is more interesting conceptually than Hazbin Hotel, because Hallelujah Boss is not about sinners who got judged and sent to hell trying to redeem themselves, because that's kind of as I said before, it's a boring topic of like, can a sinner redeem himself? Oh, he can. He can, just like in any other media. You actually can redeem yourself if you try hard enough. I find it more interesting in terms of Hallelujah Boss, the fact that they are not sinners who were sent there for a sin that they committed. They are hellborn, and so they don't have a chance to get out of hell. Like, they can be nicer people, but they're never gonna get out of the situation they're stuck in. So that makes Hallelujah Boss more interesting conceptually, because they don't have like a chance to get out of hell at the end of the day. They don't have a redemption. Like, their redemption arc is internal more than like external. Oh, now you go to heaven, you know. Unless I will genuinely, I think, hate Whimsipop. I'll genuinely like keep calling her a hack if she, for whatever reason, decides that like hellborn demons actually do have to end up in heaven eventually. They're gonna like redeem them somehow. Like, hellborn demons gonna end up like in heaven. I will kill Whimsipop first, actually. Because it would be such a boring fucking take. It would be like the most boring fucking shit I can imagine. Wow, not only can like sinners who are like, for whatever reason, be were stuck in hell. I don't know, but I'm afraid Whimsy might do it. I don't know, but I'm afraid Whimsy gonna actually like do it eventually. Like, I'm afraid Whimsipop will actually be like, you know what? No, hellborn demons are actually can redeem themselves eventually. God, my nose is itching so hard. I feel like every time I get into like a large tangent like this, I do have like a very itchy nose, which really bugs me. So what I'm saying, number one, Hallelujah Boss is more interesting. Yeah, kind of. Well, that's what I mean in terms of Hallelujah Boss being more interesting than. Well, that's what I mean when I say that Hallelujah Boss is more interesting than Hazbin Hotel, because the point of Hazbin Hotel is like, oh, you were like born and then you made. Yeah. Like, what I'm saying is that like the point of Hallelujah Boss is that well, I mean, sorry, the point of Hazbin Hotel is that like you were born, you committed some sort of crime, now you're punished for this crime. Can you like become a better person? And the answer is probably yeah. Like, nobody's born evil, right? But Hazbin Hotel, it's like, okay, you were born in literal shithole. You were born literally where people like murder each other on a daily. Can you, in spite of your upbringing, become a better person? Not for like not for the place you were born into, but for like community, for the people around you. Can you become a better person for the people around you specifically? Like, you can still kill people, but like, can you become a better person to the people around you? And that's more interesting question. It's about the redemption, not to anybody else, but to the people around you, and that makes it interesting. What if? No. I was like, what if? No. It's bad. It's bad actually. Um. But again, back to the point that VivziePop is a hack. Yeah, we're talking only the people around you. Like, you can still like be a bad person, as in like you killing people, because you're born in a place where killing people is normal, right? But you're a better person to people around you. Like, you don't let your environment affect how your relationship with other people develops, you know? It's kind of the point of like I'm Ukrainian, right? I'm Ukrainian, and like Ukraine, not very good. In a lot of senses, there've been a lot of problems. Well, what I mean is that, like, I'm Ukrainian, right? And like there's a lot of cases in Ukraine where there is domestic abuse going on, right? And the question is, well, why? And the answer is attack after using skill inflicts. Interesting. And the question is why? Well, the answer is very simple. Your environment, kind of. People are in an environment that like makes it very easy to be bad person to each other, and people are in an environment where it's easy to make to be a bad person to each other. Oh, sorry. People are in an environment where it's easy to be a bad person to each other, and you need to learn to essentially not be a dickhead and like help out to like not beat your wife, essentially. That's what I'm saying. And I know I know where I was going with it, actually. Should I take this one? Number one, should I take this one? Number two, so yeah, Hazbin Hotel, not as interesting as Hellboy was narratively, but there is also the problem with world building, where essentially you have good God that allows you to redeem yourself, and yet he allows, take it if you want, I mean, why not? So what I was gonna say is that, like, and then you have a good God who allows you to redeem yourself, right? Yet he allows dickheads like Adam to be in heaven, even so he's supposedly like the worst fucking human imaginable. Also, this one, like, I'm not gonna spoil who, but somebody in Hazbin Hotel dies, right? Somebody in Hazbin Hotel dies, and that for me is emblematic of the style. Who, Adam? No. In the first season, Adam literally is like the worst human alive. Like he's quite literally like a dickhead who constantly antagonizes the protagonist, and like one of the songs from first season, Hell is Forever, is him singing about how he gonna go down to hell and kill everybody, not because of any other reason, but the fact that it's fun. So he is literally just a bad person. But so without spoiler who, somebody dies in the first season of Hallelujah Boss. Sorry, Hazbin Hotel. Yeah, somebody dies in first season of Hazbin Hotel, and I think it really puts a wrench in the narrative of Hazbin Hotel, that everybody can be redeemed. because they literally in first season meet somebody who they refuse to redeem and kill, you know? I honestly, I can't even explain it. Maybe they explain it in like second season because I've been seeing something related to it, but like yeah, you can well in well, the sinner can die because angelic weapon turns sinners into essentially all those like walls in like background. So like into like eyes in the background, like all the eyes you see in the background of Hazbin Hotel, that's all like people who died, like permanently died. Like it's a fate worse than death. But that's besides the point. Just somebody can, if you can die, right? They killed off this character, right? And the reason they killed this character is none other than the fact that they just didn't want the writer, the creator Vivzipop, didn't want to redeem this character. The creator Vivzipop did not want to redeem this character later on, did not want to like give them like a narrative arc, so they just killed him. That's kind of the point of it. And so what I mean in that regard is that this Hazbin Hotel also fails as like a narrative story about redemption, because clearly you can like have people not get redeemed. Yeah, a classic writer oopsie, you know. I don't want to redeem this character, so I'm gonna just kill him, you know. And that puts so like Hazbin Hotel already fails as like an original story about like, oh, you can like, can you redeem a sinner, right? But it also fails as like a story about redemption because they already killed a guy that they didn't want to redeem, you know? They already had a character that they didn't want to redeem, so they just killed the guy. I mean, I would recommend to actually do watch it. Count friendly reduced by 75. Because I don't know, like the point of me ranting about this wasn't to dissuade you from watching it, because I watched it, you know, and I reasonably like want to finish watching. I want to watch like the second season, right? The problem. Oh. The problem is like I want to watch the second season, number one, as I said, and the point wasn't to dissuade you from watching it in the first place. The problem with the show was just the fact that like there have been a lot of like failed parts about it. Like, the entire point of me ranting about this was the fact that I actually enjoyed the premise. Like the point of me ranting about it is the reason behind it is the fact that I actually did enjoy the premise of the show. A colorful, you know, musical about like redeeming bad guys from redeeming bad guys from hell. But it could be kind of enjoyable, you know. And as I said before, I very much enjoyed the theory of like, what if the god in this universe isn't an all righteous, all good god, but like is an evil asshole, right? No. If like, all I'm saying, Vizipop Pop should have just made God be evil, just like in Satanic Bible, right? Make him the bad guy. No, but what I was saying is that like in the Hallelujah universe, in the Hazbin Hotel Hallelujah universe, God is just because he clearly allows you to get redeemed, you know? So what I'm saying, make an unjust God, make an evil God, make a God that like, you know, make an Old Testament God who like punished a woman for looking back on her city as it was getting turned into a fucking burning husk, you know? Ooh, what the fuck? God damn. Why was there so many elites there? What the fuck was that? Yes and no. I mean, in that sense, like, if you already implying angels exist, then you kind of have to imply that God exists. You know? Kind of like who created who. But you can make a world where God stepped away, you know? Where, for example, a good example of it is Doom. Doom Eternal. Yeah. Yeah, Doom Eternal and Doom Dark Ages has dead gods that stepped away. You have a literally, well, at first you think the god just stepped away, but then you find out that actually the original god got killed, and the god that you were following this entire time was actually just like a sub project, his pet project. Oop, wow, got wiped out. So Doom Eternal is more interesting concept on it. Not only God doesn't exist, God existed. Oh, that reminds me. There is another one I'm thinking about. There is a manhwa, okay? A little bit different, I was thinking about, okay, so there is a manhwa called Solo Leveling. Oh, well, I mean, it's now an anime as well, okay? I don't know. You're gonna have to suffer some spoilers because I cannot not talk about this concept now. But in Solo Leveling, you find out that the things that were like invading the planet Earth were actually created by God as kind of just playthings. Like God was playing around with his figurines, okay? Almost. So in this is a different spoiler. So in Solo Leveling, essentially there was a god, right? There was a god, and he essentially liked to play around with his like figurines. He made like bunch of like angels and whatever, like approximates of his power, you know. And then when essentially his like angels realized that this entire like battle that they were like killing each other over for like eons was just like a plaything for him, that when they realized that it was just a massive spectacle for him to just enjoy because he was bored, they rebelled against him and killed him. Okay. And then in Soul Leveling, like the entire like Soul Leveling takes place because essentially even if they killed their creators, there's still like there would still like be factions of these angels like fighting between each other constantly. And essentially the point was of the entire story is that these angels that you have to kill these angels, but God is dead. In Soul Leveling universe, God of this universe is just outright gone. He's dead. He's AFK forever. And he got killed by his creation nonetheless. Oh, interesting. I can't imagine going all crossbow build. Like crossbow feel like a very big crossbow feels like a very big what's it called? Very big taken. You have to like commit to having no other weapon. But yeah, in that regard, Soul Leveling is more interesting world building wise. Fuck. It's more interesting world building wise compared to Hallelujah Boss and Husband Hotel. Because Hallelujah Boss and Husband Hotel has just a regular just god, while in Soul Leveling universe, you not only had you evil god that was like using his creation to just essentially entertain himself. Interesting. Interesting take. But so back to the point that I was making. Not only Soul Leveling has an evil god who was using his creation, but he was also killed by his own creation, leaving literally nobody else in charge. Like God left the game, so now you have to like deal with repercussions of his like rogue creation. It's also kind of like so I don't know very much about Evangelion besides like the things that like I managed to grasp through the fact that like people talk about Evangelion often. But is Evangelion technically about like an evil god? Because Evangelion, as far as I understand the plot, like the things you're fighting in Evangelion, well, the thing that like the main character is fighting in Evangelion, are literally angels sent by God. But the reason they're like out there killing people is because it's not any sort of god you can envision. Like it's not a god that like humanity can envision. And the point of humanity is not only fight back angels, but like eventually to take over their power for themselves, literally like seizing the fire from the gods, a la Prometheus. That's also interesting. That's also more interesting than like God isn't simply God isn't simply not a just good God, you know, not a righteous God, not a but he's literally an unknowable entity that you can never comprehend. He's indecipherable for you. The only thing you can do is try to fight back against quite literally the creator of the universe. Oh, whoa. Why not? There's actually a game. Oh, wow. There's actually a game whose trailer I've shown on this channel, but like it got recommended to me. And the premise was about like oh, it's a peach. Okay. It's a peach, okay. Because for a second it was just like a blank message with nothing on it, and I was like, what the fuck did this guy send me? But there was actually a game whose trailer like I've shown on this channel before. But I'm very interested in what it's gonna be. But it's supposed to be like essentially biblically accurate angels are attacking humanity, and like there's a god in a black hole or something, because humanity expanded beyond stars, and in it we found God, you know. That's very interesting. Wings of the Crow inflict. Oh. Okay. Good enough. Oh. Really? That's an interesting choice. Wait, how long does it last? What? Wow, it lasts for a while. What the fuck? I'm gonna go all in on red, I think. Combo? Yeah, it looks like it. It seems powerful as fuck. If it shoots lightning as well. Oh, my I'm looking at my internet right now. That's not good. Yeah, my like there's probably like stream lagging like hell right now because my internet is right now in ass. It's unbelievable. No, it's from my end. I literally, I don't know how you can if you can hear me well or not, but like I literally looked at like I looked at my second screen and I was like, oh, so like the connection is in the red. I actually wonder, hold up. Speed test. If I run speed test right now, I wonder what it's gonna show me. Because it could be solo on Twitch, or it could be my entire internet. It's probably my entire internet. Mm. 25 kilobytes per second. Wow. properly starts the speed test. Wow, perfect. We can wait it out. We had a good couple of like good hour 20 talking about Aspen Hotel. Just in the middle of the stream for no reason, just internet going down the shitter. Beautiful. It's also jumping like crazy. It goes 4,000, then it goes 2,000, then it goes 3. Not 3,000, just 3. Wow, 2,000 ping. 2,000 ping just to start the internet speed test. 3,000 ping on downloads. Oh, that's not good. 64 megabyte second download. That's not the best. I have no idea what that means. Why is there multiple crown emojis, chicken, and an axe? What are you implying? Now, I can't even get like a upload speed test. Now, those are cute emojis at least. But yeah, my upload, my ping is 2,000 milliseconds. It's not good. How much is 2,000 milliseconds? 2,000 milliseconds in seconds. Oh. Fair enough. Says the 17-year-old, but sure. Oh, 2,000 milliseconds is just 2 seconds. That's entertaining. That's interesting. But yeah, the stream is probably choppy. I don't know. How would they fix it, even? I mean, I can't really fix it. It's just my internet is down the shitter. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, here it is. Hold up. I wanted to check something. So while we're in this like while we're in this hiatus waiting for my internet to get better. Yesterday I blocked the words best viewers, right? I already have 2 occasions of people type in best viewers and them getting immediately blocked. That's beautiful. Top viewers, by the way, got blocked 38 times already. Well, it's not the model itself, it's the stream that's lagging. I'm actually surprised that the voice is not lagging at all. And my internet's fixed. It's now sending problem. We're back, baby. We're back. Sorry for this untimely interruption. Damn, this is a powerful thing. Oh. Oh, it's 3. Oh. Huh. That's interesting. No, I actually do get it. Do get it. Why not? Okay, stream back to normal. It's crazy that you can make it into a movable, essentially, emoji. That's pretty cool, actually. It's crazy. I'm just like disappearing these people. They're just gone. The only person who didn't immediately just vaporize as soon as the stiletto even touched him. I mean, I think I'm gonna go into red this time, so I don't think there is any purpose in going for the... Oh, this guy didn't evaporate immediately. That's kind of sad. What's actually... Hold up. So, victim remain explode, shoots down or upward, colorless. Okay, so critical only to bleed and poison. Gotcha. I need to get something with like a poison status. So I can like instantly poison my enemies. To land those crits. Whoop. Open wounds? What is that? Wait, is that a mutation or is that a... If it's a mutation, I don't think I have it yet. Very cool. I don't know if I have it. In prison depths. Okay, interesting. Big spinning guy. Fucker. Damn, the crow thing is the most, is by far one of the most powerful thing we met. Makes you levitate. Gives electric shocks to everybody. Oh, hey, Cyberbond. Bound drifts? I don't know about. Oh, wait. Are we talking about the one that like appears and you have to like parkour essentially? That would make sense actually. It also lasts so long, it's unbelievable. It's crazy how long it lasts. Damn, this stiletto is really just vaporizing my fucking enemies. Whoop. How are you doing, Cyberbond? How's it been? It's been a while. Fucker. Yeah, I'm starting to see the problems with utilizing this. It's hard to control for sure. Also, from something titled as the Raven Wings, I was not expecting lightning powers. How am I fucking this up? Well, this guy appeared out of nowhere. I swear to God, I have not seen him up until he jumped out. Huh? Oh. It does speed you up. Fast as fuck, boy. Look at this. Ooh. Let's go, baby. Ah, fuck, right. I'm so used to clearing them. Porcupine? That's actually pretty good. I like this. Nice. Did he just kill himself? Okay, clearly this ability is not working well with ladders. It's very hard to use with ladders. Is this better? It is slightly better. What? Oh, come on! What? No. No, come on. I was so close. It's been so good. Now change up, spruce up our look. Ooh. Dune scissors. Ooh. Let's see. Incompatible? Incompatible with what? Hold up. The haircut? Why is this incompatible? What the fuck? What is up with that? Oh wow. That's a interesting choice. Holy shit, the swing. The size of the swing is unbelievable. Hitting you from the next door. Hitting you from so far away, you literally cannot fucking see it coming. Nice. Just a little of the top, you said, right? Hold up. Motherfucker, you're not gonna trick me. The hits are from so far away. Oh. Ooh, almost missed me. Almost hit me. Like, damn, that was close. The bone. It doesn't have a crit, by the way. Insane. Guess you don't need a crit when you can like hit somebody from the next town over. Hit so far away, you might as well count it as a ranged weapon. What the fuck did you just send me? Hold up. Like, I genuinely don't... What? CPT Dandy Hold. Interesting. Damn, if it's not an interesting weapon. I would almost keep it. I would almost keep it if it was a little bit on like a higher level. Like bringing it up to... Like bringing it up right now, leveling up and stuff, it would be tough. Little birdie. Speaking about the little birdie, hold up. I do have videos that I saw that was crazy. Hold up. Yep. This one. Look at how big this fucking bird is. Look at how fat he is. It's gonna take a while to load. Look at how fat this guy is. Fat fella. Look at this guy. So fucking fat. Look at him. So big and fucking around. You can put him in the fucking slingshots, throw him at the pigs, you know. Unbelievable. Look at this fat guy. Yeah, that's all I wanted to show. The fat bird. The fat. Oh wow. The fat motherfucking bird. Big and round. We need to... Damn, how did we not gather more money? Unbelievable. Hello. Huh. Damn. Panchaco is just not built that way. That waste of money. Wait. Okay, I was a little bit suspicious. Yo, let's go. We're gonna come back to this definitely. For sure. Yo, let's go. Hold up. Our new favorite weapon. Nope. Almost missed that one. Let's go, baby. I'm gonna get all the way into green. I think. I don't know. Actually, what would be the point? What upgrades can you get through the green? Well, I guess we are upgrading the Nutcracker. Nice. Ah, fucker. Come on. Unbelievable. Rise, we hit 30, by the way. You motherfucker. Are you fucking... Okay. Doesn't matter. We already lost the perfect streak anyway. What the fuck is that? Okay, that's kind of funny. I actually didn't use any of my abilities at all. That's crazy. I keep forgetting I even have them. Yago. Or the only Yago I know is the only Yago I know is the one from Aladdin. They took him away because of woke. Do you mean yogurt? Yeah, yogurt. There is actually. Okay. Damn, I want soda again actually. Now that we're speaking about drinks. Let me quench the thirst for soda with some just water, I guess. What do you say? Hold up. There's actually what? Well, what's the question? I don't get it. Like, I don't know what you're asking. I don't know. I have no idea. My mind is drawing blanks right now on what you're. I'm sorry. I have no idea. I absolutely have no idea. All I'm thinking about is how much I want the soda, and that instead of grabbing the sodas that I have in my fridge, I instead grab the water as an alternative, and that doesn't satisfy the quench. Yeah. Yeah, that's why it's called brain rot. Like, all the important dates in my mind are just replaced with Tung Tung Shagur. On my deathbed, I'll be doing 6-7 instead of recognizing my children. They'll be like, Dad, say something. You don't have that many days left. I'm like 6-7. Just that's when they pull the plug. They just remove it. They're done. They probably won't even like remove the plug. They probably just like put a pillow over my face, you know, just choke me out. Yeah. That or I'm gonna just die right now because I bought water the wrong way. I wish to never die. Just be immortal forever. Imagine they come up with like a way to live forever, but like a day after you die. That would be like such a bummer. Like, wow, we have like a way to become immortal, but like only after this guy died. Can you imagine? Like it becomes like, I think, so death is a tragedy, but like it becomes way more tragic once once you figure out how to become immortal, because then every death is avoidable death. Damn, my little homunculi just ate him. They just devoured him clean. Flesh from bone. Nice. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Okay, wait a minute. Huh. No, I just realized that Nutcracker inflicts like critical damage on frozen enemies, so that's like ultimate combo with what I'm going right now. The problem is that like Nutcracker is only level 2. I wanted higher level. I wanted to level up a little bit. Nobody counts the plus. Nobody counts the plus. It's Oh wait. Actually, I don't wanna fight this guy. Not right now. Not when I have a death thing. I'll be back in just a sec. Nice. Okay, now we can go. Actually, maybe I can wait up until I clear like literally everything. I already run away. Why not? Not first clear out ourselves. Wait, actually, hold up. I want to Google something. Hold up. I need to search something up really urgently just to talk about something. It's a big fish movie. Yes, it is. Wow. Okay. Huh. So, in 2013, there was a movie released called The Big Fish, and it's a pretty good movie. I talked about it a while ago on stream right after watching it, because it was like the movie was so good it kind of like made me tear up. And The Big Fish is apparently directed by Tim Burton, which is crazy to me when I think about it, because Tim Burton is it kind of doesn't fit anything that Tim Burton makes. It's way more upbeat. It's like it has like life. It has like a lot of colors into it, you know. It's very interesting movie, and it's very crazy to know that Tim Burton made it, because it really doesn't scream like anything Tim Burton made afterwards. But Big Fish, actually, if you want like a synopsis, it's essentially a story about a father, but from a perspective of the son, of the son, where essentially the father, the point of the story is that the father was like kind of he used to tell a lot of like tall tales to his son, and he has a lot of stories, and like every story is like goes from one to another, you know. Like the man just loved making up or telling the real stories from his life. And like by the end of it, it deals with the idea that like no matter how cheesy or corny those stories are, once the father dies, the son will obviously miss him, even if like all of the stories that he heard thousands and thousands of times. It's a very beautiful movie, and I sorry, I was just like thinking about it. Like the reason I had to Google is because I was thinking about it, because I heard that Tim Burton made it, but I was like, really, Tim Burton? Because Tim Burton is like, he's an interesting director, but it's hard to say that he's it's hard to make him like a very good, like very diverse director, you know. And out of all of them, The Big Fish is like one of the most diverse ones. It's also the young dad is played by the guy playing General Kenobi in Star Wars prequels. I forgot his name. He's like Scottish or something. Scottish or Irish, or like one of those. Well, obviously he doesn't speak like with an accent. Overall, it was a very good movie. It almost made me like tear up in terms of like, wow, it was very emotional. I definitely recommend watching it. Like there have been like a very few movies that made me feel as emotional as that movie was. Crazy. That's why I have to like recommend it. Just very good movie. Ah fuck. Wrong teleport. It was that easy. It was that easy. Oh, that's crazy. Is there like a secret passage here or something? Aha, there it is. Oh wow, there is way more stuff left. By the way, one of the most useless mutations I've seen, I had a chance to unlock, was the one where it's like you restore your health after completing. You restore your health after completing the death challenge. Ooh. The like insta death challenge. If you complete one, you like restore your health. It's like who? Like, excuse, so not only I have to like not get hit while completing it, which is obvious, you know. There is no way it's a good mutation. Okay, you used it last round, but like you're on like a 5th boss cell. I'm still like struggling in 1. And what I was talking about in terms of this mutation, like the point is, okay, you don't get hit, but you restore your health after. So like I have to essentially invoke the curse. I have to invoke the curse in order to like restore my health. Feels like a waste of mutation. Okay, that explains it. Like if there is no other way to heal, that actually explains it. Yeah, that would make like, yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. I don't know if I'll like. My goal is to move past like the 1 boss cell, but like I don't know if I'll go to like a 4 boss cell. Like I feel like by that point replaying the game gonna get boring, gonna get stale a little bit. So Master's Keep or Black Bridge, which should I go? What do you think? Okay. Ton of shit at it? What do you mean? Like you have way more stuff in 4 boss cells? That makes sense, but I don't know. It's getting more and more challenging. I mean, like I'm struggling right now in 1 boss cell, so it's not really I have choice really. Oh, I wanted to upgrade. No, I wanted to buy something. Oh yeah, I want to buy like a power up thing. I'm just gonna sell it. Ooh, Escalade. Interesting. Ooh, let's see. Okay. Two new bosses. I don't know what I should go for. Fuck Necromancy, I guess. I mean, does it matter? Again, like it's not like number one, you're gonna defeat Concierge anyway. The point of Necromancy is just for the later. It's not like I have like I don't particularly plan to re-roll this for a while at least. It's just more of like it's for later more. It's not like for right now. Whip sword is very unfortunate. Hard to leave. Damn, we're so close. I don't know. Let me check. Combo frenzy. Cross food range support. Nope. 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 No, I don't. Ooh. How is life going to the bank? What does it take to unlock No Mercy? Oop. Nice. The giant skeleton with a sword. I had killed him multiple times. I guess I gotta get that like a blueprint unlock. Use that blueprint unlock thing. Oh yeah, all the unlocks have random chances, right? No, what? Oh, god damn it. Hmm. Hmm. That's just that was annoying. Hold up, I got a funny video for you.
Just read the name straight. 67 aluminum planks all stacked up. I don't know why. 67 aluminum planks all stacked up. I don't know why. 67 aluminum planks all stacked up. I don't know why. 67 aluminum planks all stacked up. I don't know why. 67 aluminum planks all stacked up. I don't know why. 67 that's the number. 67 aluminum planks all stacked up. I don't know why. 67 that's the number. 67 aluminum planks all stacked up. I don't know why. 67
67 aluminum plates. $67 aluminum plates. It's classic. It's great. GG no heals. Actually, I've been it is a crazy amount of times when you have a DPS who's like very far away. I had today when I was playing the 67 aluminum plates. Well, sorry to tell you, you're not cultured like I am with 67 aluminum plates. 67 aluminum plates is a peak, actually. But in Mara Rivals, I've had today. I had a game where we had an Iron Fist running in, attacking their attacking the enemy team, dying. Okay, and then he blamed me, a tank. He typed in chat. He typed in group chat, like the total chat for everybody, like fucking Emma not doing her job, and it's like, I don't even know what you want me to do. And then he just fucking left. And he just left the game. And then everybody's like, dog literally, when we were succeeding, typed haha in chat to make fun of the enemy team, then said that I'm not doing my job, and then left. This man is beyond mystery. But yeah, there's so many DPS who are all the way in a back line, and then they don't get heals. You'll have a healer with 60,000 heals, and it's like, no heals. Dog. There's also DPS Luna, which is crazy. I've been meeting more and more DPS Luna, and it's just a little bit too much. DPS Luna needs to stop. Yeah, you often have like toxic, communities. I've actually had a game. Shaw. Yeah. Actually, it's the first game today that I played of Marvel Rivals. We've been dominating the enemy team so much that I was playing Mr. Fantastic, and another teammate was playing Invisible Woman. So we just would stop to do like we were dominating the enemy team so much. We would stop mid match just to make out constantly. Like we would just be making out constantly during the game. It was really funny. But yeah, obviously you have toxic people everywhere. I'm actually decently curious. Hey, it's not like I was. Hold up. Making out. It's not like just kissing. That's not really. That's not really. That's not even 18 plus. that's not even 18 plus. Number one. Number two. It's not like we were doing it in person. It's a video game. You were talking about jerking yesterday, okay? Like I think there's a line here that you crossed and I didn't. Hold up, just today you were talking about. Nope, that was number one. Number one, that was you. Number two, you were talking about Rule 34 just today. So I think I'm more clean in this sense. I was just talking about kissing, okay? Like I'm out here being a wholesome chungus. You're being not safe for work. I should ban you, you know. It's weird that they did not choose to animate Stag Beetle in any shape or form. Like out of all the characters, Stag Beetle should be here. Rather. Actually, right before the stream, so my neighbors gave me like 3 oranges, and I had no idea what to do with it. But today I decided. I grated the zest of the orange, mix it with sugar. It's gonna make like is it called simulacrum? Simulacrum? Like sugar syrup with the orange pill. Like you take sugar, take the orange pill, mix together. It makes like a syrup. I'm gonna use it to make like iced tea and stuff, for when it gets even more hot. Because right now it's already 25 degrees. It's pretty hot, getting pretty hot, you know. Yeah, it's from the Undertale. That's what's the reference to the like that animation of like them doing like that's the reference to the Undertale Megatron, Samsontron, Metatone. Metatone, yes, Metatone fight.
I hope Friday got that on video.
Whenever I see this, it's just all up. No, not this, but him looking exactly like this. It's so scuffed. It's so scuffed. It's so beyond scuffed. Like, I've been getting annoyed with Wolverines, by the way, lately, because like whenever I encounter, yeah, it is a FNAF reference. It is a FNAF reference, but I've been annoyed so much with Wolverine lately because he always gets my ass, okay? He always out there trying to get my ass, get me in the enemy. It's never simply like, oh, he gets your ass and he like 1v1s you. No. He always gets you in the middle of the enemy team. Okay, he gets you in the middle of the enemy team and then shreds your ass all together. You just the enemy team gangs up on me and just like take that. It's just like, bro. Yeah, exactly. They just grabbing me from all sides. It's unbelievable. It's either Wolverine or this guy, Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier does the same thing with with Penny all the time. Whenever I play Penny, he's just like wink, yoink, and just in the middle of the enemy team. Thank you. Do you mean you play Spider-Man? If so, no offense, but I'm pressing avoid you as a teammate. I'm not fucking with Spider-Man people anymore. I like there's so many. There's so rare a good Spider-Man. Oh, so you're this guy? You're this guy? Just like no aim? By the way, I ban Moon Knight all the time. My picks for bans. My picks for bans are Moon Knight, Hela, and usually like I sometimes ban Winter Soldier, but sometimes I'll leave it to like the rest of the team, you know? But Moon Knight and Hela are top picks. I always ban them, no matter what. You're just gone. If you're playing Moon Knight against me, you're not playing Moon Knight. You're gone. You're done. Moon Knight players don't exist in my queues, okay? Moon Knight players are gone from this earth. If country doesn't allow you to die, I will make you disappear, okay? You're gone. I don't care, but I do see a lot of people banning Groot, and if people ban Groot, I usually join in, mostly because he annoys me with how much time it takes to kill him. Usually when I'm like attacking Groot, it takes forever to kill him. Like out of all tanks, actually hold up. How much health Groot has? How much health does Groot has? 700? Yeah, I know, but like, okay, 850 total. So 850. Hold up. Penny else No, I did right. Else. Well, I mean, okay. Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals. Yeah, Penny has 650. He has the most health out of all tanks. That's the problem. He has the most health, I'm pretty sure, out of all tanks. Thor health. $700. You know. Yeah, the problem with Groot is just he has too much health. Like I think there, like I don't initiate banning Groot. I don't usually initiate it. But if somebody goes, let's ban Groot, I will join in because it takes a while to kill him. Out of all things, it takes too long to kill him. Like 800 health compared to everybody else, like maximum 700. It's crazy. Emma, like I play Emma, and she has like the least health, I think, out of all tanks. Hey, well, number one, you're in Algeria, so I don't know. I don't know if like we have. Do you play on European servers in Algeria? Like I don't know how far away. Like Frankfurt, Warsaw, is that the servers you're playing on? I don't know. That's number one. Number two, I mean, I don't ban the teammate picks, okay? Okay. I actually don't know where Algeria is on the map. Algeria. I actually don't know where Algeria is on the map. Well, this doesn't help me. Oh yeah, it gave me McDonald's, of course. No. North Africa. Oh, North Africa is oh, it's right there next to Spain. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I'm not opposed to people playing Groot and Moon Knight on my team. I don't ban teammates picks. As much as I hate Moon Knight, I'll just tell the teammate, I hate your character. And I wish I could ban him, but like, sadly you have to, you're gonna play it. Like usually I type in chat like, I would ban the Moon Knight right now if you were not here.
He's been in there 8 hours. Hasn't said a word.
I can make him talk.
Look, man, I already told your partner, okay? I'm not talking.
Wait, isn't he dressed like the guy from Postal? He looks a lot like the guy from Postal.
Your partner, okay? I'm not talking.
Or Hancock as well, I guess.
Dude,
the classic
on,
beanie and Oakley's.
Oh!
So, robbing the bank and shooting 2 security guards. I mean, that must be pretty hard, right?
Right, no, so it's actually pretty easy.
Oh, this is such a beautiful animation, by the way. It made me more interested in like rewatching Spy versus Spy, but I know it's not gonna be like this animation. It's too good, like too good in comparison. Also, the music gonna get compressed, right? You gotta sing, I love. He's way too much. Not up and high. One of us may get lost inside. Me or you. One of us is going to. Die. Like it's such a good animation. 10 out of 10 from to this guy, and he also has a breakdown. It's so good. And on this channel, he also has a breakdown of the animation on here on the short, like breakdown of like how the process will go in with like animation. Like starting with the rough sketches, going for black and white, and then coloring. You get the same thing I love. When me is way too much. Me up and wild. Also, the song is very good. The song actually well, I'm gonna open his Twitter in a second. But like I forgot the song name. Hold up, probably says here, right? Me and Mr. Wolf, right? Because this song actually has its own animation, if I remember correctly. Or at least I remember when I first found it, it had like a or at least when I found it, it had like the animation of like look, me and Mr. Wolf. Let's see if I can find the animation. Me and this one. This is the one I was thinking about, and that's it's from the creator, no? Yeah, the Real Tuesday Weld right here. I don't wanna show the entire animation. Like you might wanna check it out, but it's essentially the song between the Smurf and Red Riding Hood ain't what it used to be. But it ends up with like the idea that Red Riding Hood is a real monster compared to the wolf. It's funny that like among other things recommended for this for this thing, it's also recommended this Caravan Palace animation, Lone Digger, which I can only describe as Sam Furry was definitely working on this because it's insanely furry thing. Like you have the cats, you have the dogs, and the entire video is also interlaced with this shot. This is not just any woman. This is a gazelle. Well, there it is. It's not simply ass cheeks. It's a gazelle. It's a gazelle ass cheeks. This is Sam Furry was making this. Yeah. I remember I was sending this animation to, not the animation. I was sending like some song by Caravan Palace to my friend, and my friend. Wait. Okay. For a second, I was like, is he part of animation team for the... No, he's just working on like a separate project. Okay. But that's pretty cool. It's Patreon. But what I was gonna say is that like Caravan Palace... Actually, I was sending like one song to my friend on Caravan Palace, and he responded with like... Wait, Caravan Palace isn't the one with the furry one? And I was like, yeah, you got it. Yeah, it's the furry. It's the one with the with a furry song. Damn, that is a very good art actually. Hold up, open image with a new tab. I wanna. Damn, that's very cool. Bill Cipher. Anyway, on this note, we are wrapping up. A little bit shorter today because yesterday was a little bit longer, and I'm tired. Tomorrow is gonna be Blender tutorials. I am 70 euro a month. Wow. What I was gonna say is that actually I was planning to open Twitter. I don't know why Twitter didn't open. Oh, that's from the Scary Movie. Huh. Interesting. So what I was gonna say is that like tomorrow is gonna be Blender tutorials. I have like an idea for a Blender tutorial. I don't know if I'm gonna follow through with it, but I'm 99% sure. Very cool. Anyway, probably Blender tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost night. Good night. Have a good day. Good night. Sleep well. Tomorrow Blender. After tomorrow, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Then Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, and then Mouse PI for hires and Mouse PI for hire again, and then we come back to Dead Souls. On this note, we are wrapping up. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.